One of my most important self-awareness practices is my daily writing habit. And I've always written a lot, not just for the blog or publishing books, but for myself, to synthesize my own learnings. And in 2021, at the start of the year, I doubled down on my internal writing practice. And now I'm writing 60 minutes a day, routinely, 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night. In January 2021, I got myself a new The Morning Pages journal notebook. And why the morning pages? I think I just like the form factor. I like the heft of this big notebook. The practice, as prescribed by the author of The Morning Pages, Julia Cameron, is to sit and write 3 pages freehand, so handwritten, every single day. And I started doing that over the winter holiday and continued it in February and March when Rose and I broke up. And if you haven't seen the Heartbreak vlog, you should go watch that right now. I added to that routine, writing 30 minutes at the end of the day too. I've got a very consistent evening routine. I take a bath every night, and after I got out of the bath, before getting into bed, I sat and wrote 30 minutes at night as well. And this isn't the Dear Diary style of, this is what happened in my day today. What I do very deliberately is I go throughout my day and I notice moments of insecurity or doubt or conflict or celebration that come up for me. A conversation with a colleague, a phone call with a parent. I get mad at my dog Riley for some reason. I jot down that note in a big long list. And then at the start of every day and at the end of every day, when I sit down to write, I look at that list and I choose a topic from that list. And I say, what about this would I like to explore? The process of exploration is a form of Socratic dialogue. It's a way of asking and answering myself questions. In that moment when I got really afraid, what was it that I was afraid of? And by asking myself deeper and deeper questions with a lack of judgment, with a lack of blame, I can really quite quickly get to the heart of things. And it sounds simple when I describe it like that. It's not. It's a practice, this form of self-dialogue, self-inquiry that I've been practicing for more than 10 years. So in essence, what I'm doing every single morning and every single night is sitting down by myself, looking at the areas of challenge and opportunity in my life, getting to the heart of them in an effort to improve my performance and my well-being. I'm working on creating content more around my personal brand, around RPZ, and I feel really insecure sharing myself on the internet. So when I notice that insecurity come up, and it does all the time, I'll jot down, I'm feeling insecure about being authentic online. And so recently, I sat down with that as the prompt and said, okay, this feeling of insecurity, where does that come from? And what transpired over the course of 30 minutes, might have stretched along into even 45 minutes of writing, was actually, it reminds me of my middle school experience. It reminds me of, if you've not seen the vlog From Boy to Man, Bullying, Sensitivity, and Growth, that period of my life where I was teased and harassed quite constantly. I grew up a sensitive kid in a really rural town. And that culminated in 7th grade, where I was picked on every day, called a girl, shoved around a lot, bullied. And so what I'm afraid of when I share myself authentically online is actually the memory of the experience of being harassed when I was little. And by recognizing that fear stemming from this earlier experience, I'm able to make progress both about that early childhood example and about my life today. Even a couple of years ago, the idea of journaling for an hour every single day in my life, which is already very busy, would have been completely inconceivable. And so I've been thinking about how is it that I've made this change from journaling very irregularly to doing self-therapy for an hour every single day. To start, I know that I've long enjoyed writing in the Morning Pages journal. I enjoy, as I say, the form factor of the book. I enjoy the heft of it when I open a page. I have a countdown timer, which I love. I set it on the table, set it to 30 minutes, and journal for as long as it goes. I've been using this style of mechanical pencil since I was in high school. It feels good in my hand, and I'm legitimately excited to pick it up every single time I get to journal. And, of course, I have an ever-growing list of topics that I'm hungry to look at, to explore. If I were to teach this practice to somebody, or to myself, even a couple of years ago, my advice would be to decrease your ambition. Start smaller. 60 minutes or more every day is a huge step, and it's taken me more than 10 years to get there. Start with a minute or two, each morning or each night. If you go longer than that, great, that's bonus. But set it so small, a couple of words, one word to describe your day, that it's almost effortless to do. Build that habit, build that practice. Tie it into a routine. If you drink coffee in the morning, write one word about the day you intend to have with your coffee. If you take a shower in the evening, after you get out of the shower, write a couple of words about the day that has just gone by. Find a journal or a device that you enjoy writing in. For me, it's really helpful to move devices out of reach because it's really tempting to pause and check Facebook or TikTok or email instead of what I'm there to do. Set your timer for 1 minute or for 3, and the key is to practice every day.